Hello, everybody. Let me see if I can see you. Okay. Who's on? Oh, that's rather loud. Hello, Teresa. Okay. Why am I not seeing any? Oh, there we go. I was like, why can't I see anything? Hello, Kathleen. Here. There we go. Now I can see everything. Put my glue there. I have lost my tweezers. I'm not happy right now, but they'll turn up. They always do. Hello, everyone. I don't know if you guys saw. Hi, Elizabeth. But the Gina K Mini Intri-cut is on sale for $39.95. It is $30 off. So I wanted to share with you guys, make a little card with it. I have friends that are coming up on their wedding anniversary. So I thought, oh, let me make a little wedding anniversary card with them. And I will show you guys this little doodad doohickey, little mini baby Intri-cut. I do use it quite often, as you can see from my cutting plate. You can see that it is used a lot. You guys know that I travel a lot. In fact, I am going to Harrisburg on the road, which is 3.5 hours from where I live now, next week. And it's very easy to pack a little baby die cutting machine. And let me tell you what it comes with. So when you get the machine, it's actually the perfect little size for die cutting. It just folds down. It's very light. If you are somebody who struggles with space, if you are someone who doesn't do a lot of die cutting, if you're somebody who has a big die cutting machine and you don't always want to lug it out, because they are big, they are heavy. I mean, just to show you the big Intri-cut machine, here is the size difference. It is big, it is heavy, and you don't always need this one. You know, this one will cut a lot of things unless you're doing big dies, you know, outline dies, matting dies, or something like that. If you're just doing, you know, small sentiments, stamps, things like that, this will cut most of that stuff. You don't need the big one all the time. So the little one is nice to have. You know, this is great if we're doing the better press or glimmer foiling or bigger dies. Yes, you're going to, I'm not going to say you don't need this. You still need this. But this is a nice little accessory, which is why it is the mini. Okay. You're not going to be doing embossing folders or anything like that. But for $39.95, you can cut most of your stuff. Now, it's going to come with 3 plates. You only need 2. Let me just show you the difference. So it comes with a 5mm. I cut on the 5mm. That is the thick one. I flip it over when I'm cutting on it. Just like any die cutting system, it is going to cut into the plates. You're going to hear the cracking. That is normal, but it is a 5mm plate. I think it's millimeters, right? So then it comes with 2 3mm plates. I use these as my top plates. As you can see, they're not cut into. They're just what I use to put on top, right? So if you buy replacement plates, and you can see I bought replacement plates, haven't used them, haven't opened them yet. When you buy them, you get 1 5mm plate, and 2 3mm plates. So when you buy them, that's how they come as well when you buy them. So you get 1 5mm and 2 3mm. But when you buy the machine itself, it does come with 1 5mm and 2 3mm. So how do you know? Is you look at the thickness. When you hold this up side by side, so you can tell the thinner one versus the thicker one, right? You can see. So I cut on my thicker one. Because it's thicker, it's less likely to have any kind of warping. You can see I'm going to be able to do a lot of cutting in this. And then I just use one of my thinner ones. I throw one of the thinner ones off to the side, and then I just use one of my thinner ones as the clear one that I can see through, okay? So, but when you buy it, it does come with 3 plates. You only need 2, one thick and one thin, okay, with the machine. And you can buy extra cutting plates, right? So it's nice and light. It's very handy. You don't need to do anything to assemble it. And let's just show you guys. So I wanted to show you guys. So on this card, I didn't do any die cutting, but this set has little dies. It would have been very easy to cut these little dies out with this. On this one, Zest for Life, very easy to die cut all these little pieces on this card. This card, very easy to die cut all these little pieces. So the last 3 cards that I've done videos for you guys with the Gina K stuff, very easy to die cut all the last 3 with this little guy, right? So this set here that I brought out for my friends, and I put the link, I pinned the link for you guys. It's $39.95 right now. This one, I'm going to make a card, is Message in a Bottle set. And I will pin everything, I will link everything in the description. But what I didn't want you guys to lose is this is a great deal. This is a really great deal. And because of it having that thicker plate, again, do you see any warping happening? No warping going on because of the difference in that plate. I also think because of that is why you don't see any slipping happening of the dies. You know, there are other machines out there and you see the dies constantly slipping. You don't have that. And I think it's because of that plate being a little bit thicker. But let's get into this, all right? So I'm going to stamp some of these out. But you can see the majority of these dies, nice, long, skinny. The majority of the dies in the last couple stamp sets I've got, unless you're cutting out big, again, frame dies or something, you're not going to need to whip out the big machine very often. Hi, Rochelle. All right, so I'm thinking we have this beautiful Message in a Bottle. And then I want to, like, I'm sure I have a happy anniversary somewhere, but I'm just going to write happy anniversary. So I'm going to do like this beached bottle, stamp out the rolled thing, and then just put happy anniversary. That's what we're going to do. So let's first stamp the background. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. So we're going to start with the background. We want this like beachy background. I don't know if you guys can hear Steve and my daughter. They're arguing about something. I don't know what they're discussing, arguing, debating. Not like arguing, but having some kind of serious discussions. We are taking Leah to this place called Netflix House for her birthday tomorrow. It has already cost me like $400 for tickets because she is we're going back to pick up, it's like back home. So it's like 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. So we're going to pick up one of her friends back home. We're taking one of her friends from here. And it's supposed to be like, I don't know if it's an escape room. I don't exactly know what's going on. But she's going to be 13 in a couple weeks. And this is like one of my only free weekends. By the way, this is Crafting from Gina K. And it's one of my only free weekends over the next couple weeks because I am traveling a lot for work over the next couple weeks. So we're taking a friend from here and a friend from back home. And of course, it's me, Steve, Xavier, and then her other friends, mom and dad are joining us. And it's supposed to be like, I don't know if it's an escape room, but it's supposed to be the props and things from famous shows on Netflix. So, like Stranger Things, Wednesday Addams, that show. So she's super excited. She'll be 13 on the 21st. So I bought the tickets. So we will be doing that tomorrow evening. And then, of course, dinner and all the other fun things that go along with that. So there's like 8 of us going to do this tomorrow evening. Yeah, so she's a little excited. So I'm just taking this craft ink. I don't have a brown Gina K brush, so I just whipped out one of my other brown brushes. I'm just doing this kind of beachy, sandy look at the bottom here. And again, this stamp set is named Message in a Bottle. You can get the stamps and the dies. This came out, I think last summer. Okay. And while I have that out, actually, I'm going to grab another scrap piece of paper. I'll have that color out. Shouldn't say scrap paper. It's Gina K paper. I just have it cut up. I'm just lightly thinking of my message in a bottle. It's going to kind of be like old and rolled up paper. So I'm just kind of smearing that on here. Oh, I think they were talking about math homework. Okay, so that is going to be for my roll of paper. So we'll come back and stamp that in a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to stamp on this. All right, next I want to work on the sky a little bit. So we have some blue sky from Gina K. Hello, Karen. Karen asks, I am having a good start. I mean, busy, but that's to be expected. We have a lot of things going on at work. So, yes, all good things. Not complaining. Busy work, busy family, busy everywhere. But I'm trying to make sure that if I have an idea, that I get it on video for you guys. I do have a new Mink unboxing video that will be going up in a couple days for you guys. There's a lot of new releases with spellbinders for the 10th. So I have a lot of those I'm going to be sharing with you guys. All right, so this is blue sky. I'm not being very neat with this, just slapping down some color here, trying to make it kind of swirly, cloudy. But more importantly, how are you guys? I feel like I don't get to talk to you guys as much, so I wanted to do these lives to see how you guys are doing. Hello, Mary. Oh, Rochelle, you just got to get them out and play, girl. But the highlight of this show is this mini Intri-cut. If you guys did not know, it is on sale for $39.95 over at Gina K. I have linked it for you guys. I'm going to link it again here. $39.95 to get the mini Intri-cut. If you are thinking about a mini die cutting machine, it is nice to have this for traveling, to have it as a backup, to gift it to someone. If you have someone that's been thinking about crafting, you can have them start off with a smaller machine and they can go buy themselves a bigger machine. If you got some gift cards you've been looking to spend at Gina K, this is a nice little machine. It is small but mighty. Okay, so that's for that. And then, all right, I think we're good there. I am going to stamp out some of my things on here. Karen's birthday is the 24th. Karen, I am the 26th. And one of my best friends is the 27th. We were debating going to Atlantic City, and I think she said the 24th. We're talking about it. All right. All right, so on here, you know what? Yes, I'm going to stamp my images here. So we're going to do the bottle here. I'm going to do my note here. See what I did there? Kind of made it like antique looking here. What else am I going to want? The water and the sand, I'm going to stamp directly on there. Maybe we'll do some seashells. I think these are both seashells. Okay, so now the only thing is, because this is smaller, we need to, the intricate is smaller. We're going to have to cut these before we die cut them. That is the only thing, is you can't put this whole paper in the die cutting. Then we're going to cut this, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. I don't think, is there dies for the birds? Let me see. There is dies for the birds. Okay. Oh no, that's the rope. I was going to say, those are some tiny dies. Okay, so we don't need those. And then we do have the hearts. I'm just going to stamp it. Okay, this is good for now. All right. So the bottle I'm going to do in, I want it to be kind of green. Lucky Clover. Let's see how this turns out. Might be too light. I might need to go in with a darker green. That's not too bad. I think I'll leave that alone. I'll color in the cork. And then my paper, we're going to go back in with the, we're going to go in and do, what color is that? Sandy Beach with my paper. A scroll. I've used this set quite often. I probably should have recorded it more because it's so easy to do a beachy scene with this one. Probably could be a little, I'm going to go in with craft with that. I could be a little bit darker with that. It's kind of light. Hi, Jim. Hey, Darlene. Happy New Year. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, and then these are seashells. Let's see here. I'm going to do one in innocent pink. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that one's not too bad. And then the other one I'm going to do in Moonlit Fog. Okay, I'm going to take those off. And this can go either way. This set is so universal. I like that little ship because it can be, you know, very easily turned into a masculine card. You know, it's so easy to use this set. I think that's why I kind of reach for it a lot. It's got some cool sentiments too. It says, thanks. A ship is safe in its harbor, but that's not what ships were made for. A calm sea never made a fair sailor. Celebrating you. Happy birthday, friend. Thinking of you. Congratulations, and with deepest sympathy. So there's a lot of different things on here. Okay, now I'm going to bring this in. And we're going to finish stamping this scene here. So I want my water here. Kind of lapping in on the beach. And I'm going to use Ocean Mist for that one. And I'm going to go back in with some color pencils and do some coloring here. So just relax, hang tight, enjoy the show. All right, I'm going to go in and add some birds. And I probably will cut this down, which is why I stamped it in the middle. This is kind of like some water that's starting to come in. If we have the bottle over there, we'll have the water coming in over here. Using that same color, Ocean Mist. And I'm going to bring a white gel pen in too. You could also turn this around and make it some rocky, like hills, mountains, whatever. I mean, it's very interpretive as to what you want it to be. Okay, we do have some sand here. I'm going to put this on a block and do the sand on a block because I think it'll make it a little easier as soon as I can grab that. And I'm going to do that with warm cocoa. Now, normally when I do sand, I pounce it. Let me grab my, where's my pouncing brush at? Here it is. This is my pouncing brush. And I just take a little bit darker color and I pounce it into my sand. Not too much, just to give it a little bit of depth and dimension. But this is warm cocoa, by the way. This does have some sand texture to it. Again, we're going to kind of add that along the bottom edging here. And a lot of this is going to get covered up by our sand, our bottle anyway, our bottle in the sand. So. And we can flip that here. I'm not going to do that. I was going to say and do that there, but I'm going to do white gel pen and separate that. So we're not going to mess with that right now. All right. We have a couple of little birds. There are 3 little birds. 3 little birds. I'm going to kind of put those in the middle here. And I'm just going to grab my black ink for that. Oh, there's 2 on that one. I thought it was just one big bird. Okay. Pretty sure I put them upside down. They're upside down. Okay, then. Wasn't paying attention when I stuck them down. That's all right. I thought it was one giant bird. Room for embellishments. All right, let me grab my color pencils. And we will get to coloring this real quick. And then we can cut out everything. Jim says he also loves the machines. Darlene says she ordered the mini. You really will enjoy it. I'm going to do some coloring and then we're going to do some cutting. I like to cut before I color. I mean, color before I cut. I said that backwards. I just grab my small pack of pencils here. And right away, half the colors I want are not in there. Well, really, I just need some browns. Just mixed up some greens, lighter in the middle, darker on the outside there. Some brown here for the cork. I am not being terribly neat because I'm just going to go in with some Gamsol and blend all of that. Just going to go in with some grays and color this guy. Okay, and there's our parchment. All right, now I'm just going to go in with some Gamsol and color, or yeah, take the Gamsol and color those in. Yes, this is the Gina K stamps and dies. This is called Message in a Bottle stamps, and I'm going to use the dies and cut them out with the Gina K Mini Intri-cut, which is on sale right now for $39.95. And you can go shop over at Gina K right there. So now I'm just going to take some Gamsol and just kind of blend everything together here. I like to do things fairly quickly, but more importantly, easily. I am not a professional artist. I do not have a lot of time in my day, but I like to make pretty cards. But does it need to look professional? No, it needs to look handmade. Does it need to take me 2 hours? No. Okay, at the most an hour, but usually, I would say half an hour would be the average it takes me to make a card if I really take my time to do it, when I'm not talking my way through it. But I would say, generally I make cards in 15, 20 minutes, but I would say on average it's about a half an hour. But seeing that, just mixing those greens, putting a darker color on the top, a darker color on the bottom, putting that lighter in the middle, mixing that up, gives that bottle some dimension now. And all Gamsol is just some mineral spirits. That's all it is. And what it's doing is it's breaking down the wax in the color pencils, making them super smooth. It is breaking down those stroke marks from the pencil, so it's nice and smooth. You don't even know that I colored it with a pencil. Okay, I don't want to take the time to learn how to use Copic markers or the expense how to use alcohol markers. So for me, color pencils are super easy to learn and blend with using this method. Is it perfect? If you want to take your time, you can make it perfect. But again, I go for the let's make it look pretty, but still make it handmade, right? That's my theory on things. If I want it to be darker, I can go in and add more color pencil to it. If I want it to be lighter, I can go in with an eraser and erase the color pencil. So that's the other thing about color pencils is if you make a mistake, oops, I can erase it. Okay, I'm just going to do this one little seashell down here. I mix this little bit of yellow and blue in here to try to give it like this mother of pearl effect to the pink. Okay, so those are colored good enough for me in my fasty fast coloring. Okay, I do want to do a little bit of blue and white in here. Okay, there is my beachy scene. Again, I will probably add some white gel pen to this. There's my beachy background. Very simple, very easy. Upside down birds and all. Hello, Suzette. Hi, Tiffany. Congratulations, girl, on 100K. I am so proud of you. Yes, give it up for Tiffany, you guys. She got her 100K play button. I want to grow up and be just like you. I'm so proud of you. Nobody deserves it more. Seriously, she works her butt off. Hello, Anne. Butterfly stencils will be available to... Oh, are they sold out, Frida? I am not sure. Hi, Suzette. Okay, we're going to cut these out. So because this is a smaller machine, we do need to cut this in half a little bit. So that is the only downside is you can't run one big piece of paper in. But again, still super easy. I do like to have a little bit of washi tape available. It's not magnetic. Now, I do think you can buy magnetic plates from scrapbook.com, but honestly, they're really, you don't really need them. With the you can just use washi tape or something like that. You can get them. I haven't tried them. Yeah, I still have 60,000 some people to go. So I got a long ways. I know you worked really hard and it took you a long time to get there, but when I saw your video, I was like so proud of you. So happy for you. I know you worked your ass off. All right. So here we go. So watch how easy this is, you guys. I got a little tape on my finger there. Let me move that out of the way. And that cracking is normal, just like any die cutting, but look how easy that is, you guys. Whoop. Pop that through. And Gina K made a comment about how she puts her grip mat under here so it holds it in place so it doesn't move. You certainly could do that as well. But that is how easy it is to die cut. Let's get the next one out. And I try to reuse my washi tape because if it's not as sticky, then you don't have to worry about it ripping your paper. And then these three we can probably cut out all at once. If you guys are not subscribed to Tiffany's page, oh my God, get your butts over there. She does amazing classes. She does so much stuff with like distress stuff. I mean, just techniques, so many different things. Go check her out. She's amazing. And she's just funny. She is funny. Her stuff is so good. I mean, I got nothing on her. She's just amazing. So if you like my stuff, you're going to love her stuff. Go and subscribe to her channel. She's like superstar celebrity status. I am in awe that she comes over and hangs out with us. But she's real. She's a real person. She's amazing. Oh, hold your machine still so it don't slide in there, Nance. There we go. That's where the grip mat comes in handy. And again, cracking is normal. It's not hurting anybody. The machine does not have feelings. Believe me, it's fine. It's like, oh, girl, you're making beautiful things. That's what it's saying when it's cracking. Okay? All right. So we're going to move all this. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I need to write happy anniversary on here. That's my green bottle. Maybe I should go up like this and cover my upside down birds. And then there are little hearts I can stamp into the beach. Okay, let me move my little mini Intri-cut out of the way. I need my little stamping block, my little mini stamp block. I get ink all over my fingers. Okay, that's what I want to do. I think I'm just going to write out happy anniversary because I don't feel like going and looking for a happy anniversary. I guess I could do congratulations. No, I'll do congratulations. Let me just write out happy anniversary. Oh, I want to do my white gel pen. Who's that? Amanda? Amanda girl. Let me see here. I'm going to do this. I'll do that. And then I'll type congratulations on the inside. Or stamp it, I should say. Okay. Need the card base. My last card base. Whew. Oh, you know what I'm going to do before I stick that down? Hold on. Before I stick that down. I want it up tilted just towards the top. So I'm just going to put a foam square at the top here. So it'll be glued at the bottom, but it'll be sticking up at the top. If I can get the stuck to me. Great idea. Terrible execution because I already put the glue on it. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is going to work. I say so. It would stop sticking to me. Okay. All right. And I am covering my upside down birds. All right, so now this is stuck to the sand and this is up in the air. So it's like popped up, okay? Like a congratulations champagne, right? Okay. That was just using Gina K foam squares for that. All right. Then we're going to tuck in, oh, let me stamp our little hearts before I tuck in the seashells. And I'm going to do those in warm cocoa. So they're like hearts in the sand. Okay. I'm going to stamp out and die cut one more shell. That one I did in chocolate truffle. Okay, that one's colored. Let's get that one cut out. So easy, you guys. Look at that. It just fell right out. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to take my white gel pen and just back here on the surf back here, I'm just going to do a little bit, not a lot. I was going to cut this down, but now I don't really have to because there's enough on here. You can't even see where I put that little wave pool. I covered it all up. Okay, that's good enough. Going to tape that down. But I just want to stamp congratulations on the inside. Of course, I put my stamp block away. That's going to be an ocean mist on the inside. Ta-da! Okay, so that was pretty easy. Did a little stamping, did a little coloring, but I wanted to show you how easy it was to do a little bit of die cutting with the mini Intri-cut. And again, I do like this machine. It is very easy to die cut with because it is so light, so nimble, but it's very heavy duty in terms of die cutting. A little bit of washi tape, which everybody has, right? But again, it comes with 3 plates. It comes with 1 5mm plate and 2 3mm plates. When you get the machine, you only need 2. You need 1 5mm on the bottom and then 1 3mm on top. And then you can just alternate. I just use the 2mm just to, or sorry, the 3mm just to see through, as you saw there. And then you just flip this plate over and you can see I have a lot of cuts in mine. And you just flip it over as you're using it. But because it's so thick, you really don't have to worry about this thing warping because it is so thick. It's a very nice, thick little plate. But this thing is so cute, so handy, and it's only $39.95 right now. If you already have one, the stamp sets that I used today was message in the bottle and the coordinating message in a bottle dies. Just to let you know the width, because somebody's going to ask me, the width of this is, I believe, 3 inches, but let me just get a ruler and measure it for you. Yep, it's just a little over 3 inches. So yeah, you want to be around 3 inches in width. Length is 6.5. So 3 by 6.5 is the size of the dies that you can put in here. Okay, so very handy little machine, only $39.95 right now over at Gina K Designs. You can buy replacement cutting plates, but I don't think you're going to need those for a little while. You can buy 1 5mm plate and then 2 of the 3mm plates. If anything, you might eventually need a 5mm plate, but I don't think you're going to need those for quite a while. And again, message in a bottle stamp set with the coordinating dies. Gina K tape runner, Gina K Connect glue, Gina K inks, and Gina K foam squares were also used. So there we go. I made a little congratulations for my friends with their 2-year anniversary card that I will send out to them. But hopefully you guys had fun watching me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're interested in doing any shopping, you can go over to Gina K. No magic mats, Jim said, for the small machines. Okay, well, then that answers that. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Oh, and don't forget your Gina K brushes for blending. I forgot about those. I use those all the time. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye. Go get your machine.